In this activity, we're going to be talking about plants, such as trees, and their interaction with their environment, their interaction with the total ecosystem. This activity is a game. It is important that you not tell your students what the colors of the construction paper represent. The equipment for this game is very simple. It's also very inexpensive. All you will need are construction paper squares of different colors. If you want to save even more time, just get a box of dominoes and use different colored dominoes. Our yellow construction square will represent sunlight. The orange will represent a toxin. We will leave it out in our first few run-throughs of the game. The blue will represent water, and the brown will represent nutrients that would be in the soil, such as nitrogen and magnesium and phosphorus. This would be a good time after this discussion to talk about fertilizers and possibly even include what the numbers on a fertilizer actually mean. To set up the game, spread construction paper squares around the room randomly. These should be in any order that would allow the students to pick up a few of the squares but not necessarily get one of each type. The students will then plant themselves by using their legs as their roots in the forest area that is represented by the construction paper squares. On your count of 1, 2, 3, go, the students will then pick up the squares. At the end of the allotted time period, they will then tally what number of each type of square they have gotten. You tally up how many units of sunshine, units of water, and units of nutrients they received. After going through this game a few times, you may add in the fourth color, the orange, which we're using to represent a toxin. Arrange these around the room very sparingly. Have each student repeat the game. Note which students actually pick up a toxin. It's important before doing this activity that you let them assume that the toxin color may actually represent something good for the plant. Do not tell them it is a toxin. At the end of the complete scenario, it's a good time to discuss the meaning of each one of the colors. Go through the needs of plants and how they interact with the ecosystem, with all the inactive parts of the system that we normally call abiotic. These would be water, soil, air, sunlight. They're a crucial part of each ecosystem. If you want to do a last extended activity, I would suggest adding something such as a green card. You could use green dominoes also. Let this represent a young tree, a sapling that would grow from seed in the forest. Would it be able to survive? Use this as a discussion point of how sunlight would be important in reaching the lower part of the forest, even to the forest floor, in order for young saplings to be able to succeed. Ready, set, go. Have each student tally his or her results. Discuss with your students what each color card represents. Blue for water, brown for soil nutrients, yellow for sun. Now play a round in which resource availability is altered.
She didn't say go. You gotta say go.
Ready, set, go.
students in a discussion that includes the following questions. What would happen to a real tree that lacked resources? Can trees have too much water, sunlight, or nutrients? What factors might influence how many resources are available? Note tree number 3 got no nutrients. Play another round using a fourth colored card. Ready, set, go. The new colored card represents pollution. Lead your students in a discussion about how pollution can affect trees.